Hello and welcome back to DKing Combat Podcast. This podcast is about strength, discipline, martial arts, and becoming the strongest version of yourself, physically, mentally, and spiritually. My name is DKing Sad, founder of DKing Combat System. In the previous episode, we talked about rebuilding the warrior in a weak world and how modern society is slowly losing resilience, discipline, and the warrior spirit. Today, we're going to talk about something that might sound controversial to some people, but I believe it is extremely important, and that is this: every man should know how to fight. Now, before anyone misunderstands that statement, let me clarify something. I'm not saying everyone should go around looking for violence. That's not what this is about. In fact, the more capable someone becomes, the less they usually seek conflict. But knowing how to fight is about something deeper. It's about capability, it's about responsibility, and it is about confidence. Now, if we look at it, fighting is part of human history. If we look in all the human history, fighting has always been there. It's a part of life. For thousands of years, survival required strength. Men had to protect their families, protect their communities, protect their land, whether it was tribal conflicts, wars, or defending against attackers. The ability to fight was a basic survival skill. It was no different than knowing how to build shelter, hunt, or travel long distances. And throughout the history, societies respected people who could fight, not because they loved violence, but because they understood something very important: strength protects peace. Let that sink in. I will repeat it one more time. Strength protects peace. A peaceful society does not exist simply because everyone is kind. That's a fairy tale in the dreamland. A peaceful society exists because capable people are able to stop those who are not. Listen to this again. Peaceful society only exists because capable people are able to stop those who are not. So the dangerous illusion of safety. If you see today, many people live under the illusion that violence no longer exists. If you have real life experience, you will know that that is not how it works in real world. They believe the world is safe because there are laws, police, and system in place. And yes, those things help maintain order. I'm not saying like everything which is there is just useless or pointless. They help, yes. But reality is that danger still exists, violence still exists, crime still exists, and in many situations, help may not arrive immediately. You know that. It's not like they are standing next to you and anything happens, they will help you immediately. It takes time. Sometimes it's delayed, sometimes it's super delayed. In those moments, the person responsible for your safety is none other than, yes, you guess it right, it's you. You are the person who is responsible for your own safety in that time. This is why self defense training is important. Not because we expect violence every day, but because we understand something very simple: preparation is responsibility. It's the same reason we wear a seatbelt when driving. You don't expect an accident, but you prepare for it anyway. Learning how to fight follows the same principle. It's not about seeking trouble, it's about being prepared if trouble finds you. So mindset, it's all about mindset. It's not that if you are training for martial arts, you are planning, oh, I will learn and go beat somebody. It's not that. It's for your own safety. It's self-defense for a reason. So what martial arts actually teach? Many people think martial arts are only about fighting techniques, punching, kicks, submission, but the deeper lesson of martial arts are much more powerful than that. Martial arts teach control. They teach discipline. They teach humility. When you train in martial arts, and by training in martial arts, I mean real ones, not the fancy, a lot of bullshit or stuff you will see on YouTube, not those ones. real martial arts. When you train in real martial arts, you quickly realize that ego does not survive very long on the mat. We have a lot of people. They have big egos, thinking they can beat just because they are big in size and strength and this and that. I am telling you, it's so much fun to calm their egos, to put them where they belong, and let them realize that not gonna happen today. Yes, in martial arts world, you will always meet people stronger than you, faster than you, more skilled than you, and that experience teaches you respect. But it also teaches something very important. It teaches that strength can be developed. You are not limited to the person you are today. Because it's not, if you are weak, it's not your fault. But staying weak is your fault, because weakness is something you can remove by training. So when you train, do with the training, with the discipline, you will become stronger, you will become more capable, you will become more confident. And that transformation is one of the most powerful experiences a human being can have, ever. Period. But if you decided to stay weak, you didn't train, nothing, you are no one else is to blame but yourself. Now, the confidence of capability is, there is a huge difference between fake confidence and real confidence. We all know when you are faking, someone is trying to be confident or trying to look confident, but they are actually not. So there's a difference. Fake confidence, it comes from words. Oh, I am this. Oh, I did this. Oh, I did that. Now, when it comes to real confidence, it comes from experience. When you train in combat sports or self-defense systems, you develop a calm type of confidence. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to show off, because you know what you are capable of. And interestingly, people can feel that. Like I talk about this in previous episode, that people can sense your aura. Remember, human brains are designed for survival. So our animal instinct, our survival instincts can catch the danger signal. We can feel when someone is really dangerous. We can feel the capabilities. So why? Because the person who's well trained and well capable, and he can maintain his emotional state, no showing off, nothing, their posture changes, energy changes, the presence itself changes. Often the strongest person in the room is also the calmest person in the room. Remember that. The calmer someone is, remember that person can be the most dangerous person in that room. The thing for that is because they have nothing to prove. Imagine, you don't care what people think about you because you don't want to prove anything to anybody. You are that much comfortable in your own skin. That's what martial arts and self-defense training does to you. And on top of that, when you are able to fight, that builds your character. Like fighting basically builds your character. One of the greatest benefits of learning how to fight is not the fighting itself. It is the character it builds. Training teaches patience. It teaches perseverance. It teaches how to stay calm under pressure. And perhaps most importantly, it teaches humility. Because in martial arts, no matter how good you become, there is always someone better. It's like we say, there's always a big fish in the sea. So you cannot say like you reach to a level that halas, now you are the only master left in the world. Like old school traditional martial arts have these issues a lot. Like they will think like there's the only one, or their style is the only thing works, but it's not like that. There's always someone better, stronger, someone more experienced than you, and that reality keeps you grounded. It reminds you that strength is not a destination, if it is a lifelong journey. I keep telling this to people. Do not treat fitness or martial arts or all of these things a short-term fancy goal, like come 3-month transformation, 2-month transformation. What will happen when you stop doing that? You'll go back to your old self. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifelong journey. You have to adopt to live with it. Not just use it for 1 month, 2 months, and then khalas vanish. You will go back to same old self. Nothing happens. No benefits. Now, what is the responsibilities? Strength always comes with responsibility. Now, it's very important to understand something. Strength without responsibility can be dangerous. That is why martial arts traditions always emphasize discipline and respect. The goal of learning how to fight is not to harm others. The goal is to be capable while remaining controlled. A trained fighter understands that violence should always be the last option, not the first. I always tell my clients, my students, fighting physically is the last option. Like, you do not have any other option, that's the only time you will fight. If you can run away, de-escalate situation, talk your way out, do that one. We call it verbal martial arts. You talk it out, you finish it without getting physical violence or any physical encounter at all. But what you will do when the last option becomes necessary, you have to be prepared. So if you're trained in martial arts, of course you are prepared for that one. And that preparation creates a different kind of human being. A human being who is calm, who's capable, who's disciplined, and very responsible. When you do these all things, you become what you are supposed to be. A strong person, a disciplined person, a capable person, a peaceful person who is not looking to fight, who's using a skill to avoid fighting, to stay calm. So this difference is important to understand. In a world that is becoming more comfortable and more passive, learning how to fight reconnects you with something deeply human. It builds strength, it builds confidence, it builds discipline, and it builds responsibility. Not every man will become a professional fighter. This is also a misconception people have, like, if you are doing martial arts, you have to be the professional fighter, you have to go in octagon or ring or UFC, get the contract. It's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to become a professional fighter. But every man should develop the ability to protect himself and those he cares about. Because strength is not just about power, strength is about responsibility. Strength is about responsibility. I'm repeating it so you understand how important it is. Remember, guys, I have a lot of people training in martial arts. Myself also, I love martial arts. I train all the time in martial arts. But I am not interested anymore in fighting in the ring. Not at all. Like, it's good. I see them fighting this. I want to spar with them. I want to spar with professional people. I like to spar with the strong people because then I learn something more and more all the time. But ring fighting, cage fighting doesn't interest me personally. But training in martial arts, sparring with strong people, go around and have challenges with them, that interests me. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. When you are training, it's not necessary that you have to go and fight and become a professional fighter. You just have to be, so you can protect yourself, you can protect your loved ones, you can protect people around you. Thank you for listening to DKing Combat Podcast. Stay strong, stay disciplined, and keep building the strongest version of yourself.